everyone. It is way more ish than 8, but it's Wednesday. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for this late Wednesday night? Tell me about your day and what you, but especially you, are grateful for. That's what we want to know. See if I can get on. It is good to be here with you tonight, even though it's late. I apologize for that. I do. But I am excited to be here. I am excited to be here with you. Tell me about your day and what is going on in your world. I got to go to a chamber holiday party and drop a car off for service, so that is why I'm late. Hey, Julie Jankowitz, how are you tonight? Great to have you here. Great to have you here. How are you? Actually, I just thought of you, Julie. I literally just walked in the door and hopped on. But I got my mail pile here, and I'm on this mailing list because of you. Okay, look, look what I got a catalog for today. My Pringles. Um, that is you putting me on that list. Not a bad list to be on. Hey, you're 12 days of Christmas. Well, also known as the extra 4 days of Hanukkah. That is awesome, Julie. I love it. I love it. I do. I love that you're working on that because Christmas will happen. Christmas will happen. The countdown is on. It is getting scary for people. It is getting scary for some people. That Christmas is gonna happen again on the 25th. I'm just saying it's the 25th. I know the day. Yeah, I know the date. Same number. It's not confusing like Hanukkah. It's the same number every year. It's the same number every year. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook, pop right on over to YouTube. Cassandra's got the link there for you in the show comments. And I'm there. I'm actually pretty centered. You are motivated, you are passionate, and you are motivated. And to keep that train rolling, you have got tremendous momentum going on in your store right now. And I'm very, very excited about that. I'm very excited about the work that you have done and the achievements that you are making with that. So that is exciting. Actually, we have had so many exciting conversations, Angie and I, this week with store owners that are really knocking it out of the park. They're seeing their work and their dreams um, really come to fruition. That's actually kind of funny. Actually, I'll tell you a story on that. Give me a second here, and I will tell you a story on that, a little more personal. Let's get started with the Stay Positive book. I am so late tonight, but I do not want to forget us to stay positive. Page 166. I actually saw where I got this book from Angie last year. I can't, for some reason, that post showed up in my feed where she gave me that book. But we're on page 166 tonight. Don't say that can't happen. Don't laugh at the possibility. Don't feel unworthy. Don't think I don't deserve that. Instead, say I'm here for a reason. There's a plan for my life. Give me an opportunity and I'll make the most of it. I don't know how it will happen, but I trust that it will. I believe anything is possible. So one of the people I ran into at the if you weren't on when I first started saying one of the reasons why I'm late tonight, or way more ish than 8 tonight, is Sandra and I actually both attended a chamber holiday party, chamber of commerce holiday party for our stores, and which was very nice to be able to attend that, um, and actually both be able to attend that. Although we did take two cars to get us there. Um, but that's just the way our schedules go some days. And so that was very nice. But one of the people, you talk about planning and the momentum of what you do. One of the people that I sat and that we sat and talked with tonight for a bit was a business consultant that worked with us on planning way back when I actually started getting more full time involved in the business. So we worked with this gentleman way back then. I mean, a long, long time ago now, when we were really leveling up our business, and we were, I was getting involved more on a full time basis, and so we had that work and the groundwork and the lessons that we learned in working with that coach on our business and on our planning and actually planning for that success, like you are planning for yours, Julie, and so many of the clients that Angie and I have worked with this week. It's been so exciting to see their plans come together as we've worked through this year. It's been really exciting, but it was exciting to sit and talk with this guy about how our business not only has changed by COVID, okay, which it has, but how everything has changed since when we first worked with him a million years ago now. I mean, back in the single digit 2000s, okay? It was in the 2000s. Anyone want to buy a shop in sunny Florida? Where it's always sunny in Florida. I'm thinking of you, Rose. I'm thinking of you, and we love you. We love you. Um, we love you. So, it was really a great flashback on all that we have accomplished. And you have to remember there are detours along the way. There are things like COVID that's a detour and all the other things that happen. But when you go back to the things that we worked on and the fundamentals of what we worked on with this coach back then and helping us plan better and be a better business, we have grown to a better company. We have changed, we have evolved, and we will continue to do so. I am thrilled to hear you're hanging in, Rose, and we're working on some suggestions for you. So don't fret. We're gonna help you um, continue to grow and continue to plan and deal with everything that life has thrown at you because um, you've been thrown a lot. But we will talk about that. So that was really exciting. So I mean, when you look back at it, and and not everything is. And I don't say that to give you that everything's always been sunny since we worked with this guy, or everything's always been sunny along our path, because I've always been straight up that everything is not sunny. Everything is very real. Today we're dealing with an ex-employee who's trying to, you know, um, be mean on social media against us. I mean that, just dumb stuff. But that is not going to deter us. That is just going to become part of our story and part of what's going on. So, it is not. It is just part of it, but it's exciting to see all that. It's exciting to see other things that at this chamber meeting, at this chamber holiday. This was a party, but it was other things that we saw and learned there. uh yeah, it is a full moon. I did notice that, although it's foggy tonight, but I did know it's a full moon week. And everything's a little off balance, but that's okay. We'll get there. The there's a lot of good going on in the economy. Again, not to listen to the media, not to listen to the media, because if you listen to the media, you would say that nobody's going to the office, nobody's going back to offices, nobody's going anything. But in our chamber, we have one of the members, and actually the sponsor of tonight's holiday party, is an furniture manufacturer, office furniture manufacturer, and they have an unbelievable facility. I've been in their facility before. It is unbelievable. They manufacture desks and chairs and everything for the office. Everything for the office. Partitions, everything for the office. Amazing the stuff that conference tables, everything you would see in an office and in any big office building in your town, and that nobody's going to, and so everybody wants to hand them some tissues and say sorry that nobody's going back to the office. Things got to be awful, and their business, office furniture manufacturer, office furniture manufacturer, up 35% this year, up 35%, and that's after being up last year. They employ nearly 1,000 people in our town. 1,000 people manufacturing office furniture. So your best days are ahead of you. Okay, recession, poo poo. 1,000 people building office furniture. Making good wages, earning retirement, having health care. He actually one of their areas of pride at this factory, and I've seen it on the wall in this factory. Keep in mind, I say this is a factory, but like they keep this place so spotless. You could, after a shift, you could eat off the floors in this place. You could eat off. I mean, the place is just amazingly spotless. And one of the neat things that they have there is they have the flag of every country that someone that works there is from, or that's from originally. They have like the United Nations working for this company. It is such a cool place. It is such a neat thing to see, and that they're thriving in it. They've changed some of the furniture they're building. They're changing some of the office configurations. They're changing some of the things, but they're thriving, and that's exciting. There's so many exciting things happening, and there's so many exciting things happening in our businesses. Touching for a little bit on retail today, J.Jill, which a couple of years ago, everybody was writing off and saying it's going to be bankrupt and gone. Is doing unbelievable. Their quarter three sales were third quarter sales were 150 million. Okay, but where they've really done it is kept a lid on expenses and sales. They have promotions for sales. Their margin, their gross margin is 69.9%, which is huge. And inventory is up. Their inventory levels, which is Wall Street looks at, thing I look at when I'm looking at stores, is up 5.7% from a year ago, but mostly because of in holiday goods earlier to avoid shipping problems. And their profit was up to 105 million. On the quarter, which is excuse me, that's the gross profit. Gross profit, which is huge. That's just they are winning. They are winning because they've changed, and evolved. In our own industry, there's a couple of notable things happening. Resale tech company. So you got to keep in mind, most of the resale players, okay, overwhelmingly the resale players are viewed as tech companies, not resale companies. Okay, ThredUp, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Kidzian, or whatever, all of them are viewed as tech companies. And another tech company, Wall Street is still investing in these. Why? I'm not quite sure because none of them are making money. But even with subscription, things don't make. Stitch Fix, the fashion in a box company, is saying, we got to figure out how to make money. Crazy temps, 26 in Iowa. Yuck. Hey, Heidi, how are you? 26 in Iowa. Well, warm it up because I'm coming to Iowa soon. I'm not coming to your part of Iowa, but I'm coming to Iowa. I don't know where I'm going in Iowa, but I'm coming I'm coming to the middle of nowhere, Iowa, and soon, and it better warm up. It was 60 here today. It was 60 here today in New England. Um, but they just got $15 million in funding. This company called Archive. They are the technology behind a lot of the. They're doing North Face, Oscar de la Rentas, MM Lafleur, and what else do they have? As they had somebody else big as their partner. Maybe if I put on my glasses, I can see it. Uh, but people are still betting on resale as an online category, and figuring somebody's eventually going to get it right. The ones that are doing it right now, um, Wall Street is pulling away from, but they're still looking at some of these other players. So I mean, 15 million, not for nothing. It's not like the 150 million that some of these companies were getting 18 months ago. But they're all pushing everybody the real cost, spread up. There's huge pressure on them now to become profitable, which brings us to Plato's Closet. Plato's Closet hit a milestone this week uh, with the opening of their 500th store. And that is good. That is good. But what I wanted to cover with that, because it's good for retail, it's good for resale in general. Good operators is a good thing. The average Plato's Closet store is around 4,500 square feet, and based on Plato's corporate sales in the last year, the average store is doing about $1 million. Okay, that means there are stores doing less than $1 million. That means there are stores doing more than $1 million. But just to give you perspective, in 4,500 square feet on average, there are stores that are bigger. I know some big ones that are around 8,000, 10,000 square feet. But the average store ranges about 4,500 square feet and is doing about $1 million in sales. I give you that as relational to what is possible, to what can be done, and how that and what is happening out there in the marketplace. The last thing I wanted to talk about tonight, real quick, and I'll talk about this again on Sunday because I know I'm so late and I don't have everybody here. So I apologize for being so late. Is for a lot of you that still have SBA EIDL loans, and that's a lot of you. Not picking on anybody. The EIDL loan was there for survival, and that is incredibly important. The SBA is now all right, Rose. Yes, 2023 will be your year, and Plato's hasn't seen anything. I love it. So your payments have started for many of you have started on your SBA EIDL loans, or will be starting on your pandemic year loans. And with that, some of you aren't ready to be starting to make those payments. And so the SBA is offering a hardship accommodation. If you are having a hardship, what is a hardship? Well, I'm not ready to start making these payments. What the SBA is offering you is they are adjusting payments down, the minimum payment on the loans. You can go into the SBA portal and request a hardship accommodation, and they will automatically reduce your payment to 10% of what the payment is supposed to be. So if for example, you're supposed to have a $500 a month payment for your SBA loan, it will be $50 for 6 months. And you can then apply for another one after 6 months. It is pretty clear that they are willing to do it twice. Unclear whether that will continue. But I don't. You still owe the money. You just have to go to the SBA website, and not the pay.gov website where you make a payment. The SBA website, sign into your account and just click a couple of buttons and they will change your payment. If your payment's supposed to be $100 a month, it'll be $10 for the next 6 months. I always encourage you to pay as much as possible because interest is accruing, and I am not encouraging debt, but I want to give you breathing room. A lot of you really weren't ready for the, even though I've told you that these payments will be starting, a lot of you really weren't ready for it. So, and that's fine. I'm not, it's a judgment-free zone, but I do want you to be able to have that breathing room. So if that will help, just go to that site, you log in, it's right there, it's a button on the loan page, and it will immediately change your payment. It does not change what you owe, it does not change the interest, but it does change your payment, and if that gives you breathing room, God bless breathing room. I'm all for breathing room. You know what else I'm for? This video, and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, don't forget to ring the bell. Ring the bell so you know when another one drops. You can also share with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody continue to grow a better business. Yes, we do. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday at more 8-ish. I'll be back next Sunday on the 11th. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, N-E-I-L, at Next Level Resale, N-E-I-L, at Next Level Resale. We start the evening. It's a Stay Positive book. The Stay Positive book is how we start. Tonight we're on page 166. Don't say that can't happen. Don't laugh at the possibility. Don't feel unworthy. Don't think I don't deserve that. Instead, say I'm here for a reason. There's a plan for my life. Give me an opportunity, I'll make the most of it. I don't know how it will happen, but I trust that it will. I believe anything is possible. You must believe it's possible. You must declare it by speaking what you want to be. You must act on it and create it into existence. Boom! There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a warmer Iowa. I don't know, but we will party again. And when we do, I'll be there with you. But until then, and until Sunday at 4:finish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody else. See you on Sunday. It's time for dinner.